this racist ass follower? I mean, this one's not too bad. What the fuck?
Can a fluffy little lamb like me really become a god? With gathering enough animals to fill a zoo, slapping some monsters and demons around, and cleaning up poop? I might have a chance. This is my blind playthrough of Call of the Lamb. Let's run it. I first started my journey walking up to a pedestal, where I was introduced to the 4 bishops of the Old Faith. Leshy, the yellow wounded... I honestly have no idea what that thing is supposed to be.
What the hell is even that?
Hecate, the red frog, Kalamar, the blue squid, and Shimura, the purple spider, who was one of my worst nightmares just looking at it. Kneeling before them, I found out I was the last of my kind. These gods were planning to execute me, to keep the so-called heretic in eternal captivity.
Oh, don't do it!
Brought to the afterlife, I walked up to this cat with a veil to find out he was the before-mentioned heretic in captivity. He was the one who waits. This devil offered a deal to bring my fluffy self back to life. In exchange, I would have to start a cult in his name.
We only have 2 choices, what the fuck? Sure thing.
The devil handed me his red crown to condone heinous acts of forming an evil cult and stop whoever gets in my way. Coming from the depths of hell with our new crown, I came back to life at the place of my execution. Now trying to make my way out of the forest, we meet Ratau, who reveals he used to be a vessel for the one who waits before us. Ratau was here to help us out of the forest and learn the basics of handling a cult. Stumbling across another animal about to be sacrificed, Ratau suggested we should rescue and recruit them for our newfound cult.
Oh my god, wait, these guys are pretty tanky. Easy. Oh!
After rescuing the poor animal and making it out of the forest, I was prompted with the game difficulty selection. Per usual, I opted in for the normal default setting. Ratau showed us the land our new cult would abide in. He also suggested we should indoctrinate the animal we saved into our cult.
Okay, so this game is like Stardew. It's like a colony sim as well. That's kind of sick, actually. But we can name them. Moo Moo.
With new cult members, we were not only able to change their name, but also their animal form and color. Each unique follower would also have traits. Some traits were beneficial, and some were detrimental.
Chop trees, collect... you can collect stone.
We were then prompted to build a cooking fire to provide meals to our cult, because apparently not a single one of them know how to take care of themselves. At the moment, we only had a single recipe, though our collection would increase as we progressed through the game. Each time I needed to cook, I had to complete a small and short minigame. With the short introduction of the cooking system, Ratau also wanted us to build a shrine, but we first had to go back into the Old Faith. In other words, the dungeons. Find more followers to recruit and gain more resources. And so with Moo Moo's prayers, we opened the locked door for the Darkwood dungeons where Leshy ruled over.
3 hearts.
The general scheme of dungeons were pretty simple. I was given a weapon from point A to defeat enemies, gain rewards from clearing rooms, all while trying to escape to point B. During each dungeon, we would often find random tarot cards that would help us in combat or offer better possible loot. I soon found this triangle bird looking thing and found out not every tarot card was random. I was able to pick a select few for myself, giving a sort of build your own strengths kind of deal.
Okay, this game, it would seem like, if I get like super used to the combat, it would seem like the hardest part is actually managing the cultists, or your colony, per se. But again, this is just the start of the game.
In each run, I would have to select different routes to the boss. Each route would offer different types of nodes ranging from free food, free wood, combat nodes, and a free follower to recruit.
Maybe I should have played this on a controller. But then again, I don't even have a controller. I like tossed out all my console kind of stuff like years ago.
In the dungeon, Leshy discovered our revival. He gasped we held the red crown to our name, but still decided to scare us with false belief in his own strength.
Turn tail and run, little lamb. Oh, whatever. You's just a bitch.
Now at our first mini-boss room, Leshy ordered one of his own followers to take form and demolish our fluffy tail.
Oh, what the hell are you?
This mini-boss would sputter green liquid and lunge towards us. However, this Gunner was one of the many demons we would slay. With just some simple rolls and swings with our sword, the demonic worm had fallen. The demon had now reverted back into an animal for us to recruit into our cult. For beating this mini-boss, I was also granted a selected reward out of 3 options, and a chest heaped with gold. The door ahead of us had lit up a quarter of the 4 sections. Before taking on Leshy, we would have to come back to Darkwood and defeat 3 more mini-bosses. Returning to our cult after a victory, we fully welcomed the old demonic Gunner into our cult.
Little muffins on the bread. I know what you name you. You shall be named Bread. Easier to level up. Okay, so they have levels. You can learn a lot just by reading their trait cards before the game like introduces the mechanic.
With Bread joining in, Ratau introduced us to a resource mechanic called Devotion. A shrine was needed for this, so we plopped one right down in the middle of our abode. As part of the little tutorial bit, Ratau gave us a free follower.
Who I name you? Tails. Where's Sonic at? Alright, Tails.
Devotion was a separate resource our followers can obtain by having them pray at the shrine. Devotion was used to upgrade and unlock various buildings to aid us, such as sleeping beds for our followers, farm plots, and scarecrows. I first unlocked the temple and plopped it down to the top right area, trying to figure out the future base design. In the temple, we could preach sermons each new day to maintain the faith of our cult. With that, we were now introduced to a new resource bar. Located on the top left of the screen, we had our faith and hunger bar. Inside the temple, I pulled out the Carl's version of the Bible and preached to my cult.
The Bible.
This is the Bible.
You question the words of the mighty Jimmy?
By performing sermons each day, not only would our faith bar go up, we would also gain upgrades to use whenever dungeon diving. The very first upgrade was an extra half heart. To sum it up, think of the shrine as a form of upgrades for the base, while the temple would offer upgrades for actual combat. Speaking with Ratau, he would advise us to go back into the old faith to find commandment stones, so we could further control our cult with laws.
Okay, so I'm just the government. Damn, even the KKK had rules like this?
Going back into Darkwood, I started off with an axe this time. Each start of the run would offer a random weapon. Surprisingly, I was actually a pretty big fan of the axe. In the very first room, Leshy popped out of whatever hell he came from, just to talk trash and summon his followers.
Okay. Nope. I'm kinda liking the axe. Like more than the sword at least.
Fighting Ratau in the dungeon, he gives us a new type of attack called the Crown ability.
Oh, what the hell was that? It was like a little fireball thing.
With this newly added ability in our arsenal, dungeons would be much easier. Though this ability did have charges, all I would need to refill them was to defeat more mobs.
I was sniped.
Finding myself in the market node, I came across this cat named Fornius. Fornius was just one of them chill gals. I ended up buying a commandment stone piece before meeting another animal. Say hello to Harrow. Okay, for real though, Harrow here was an odd owl, typically speaking in riddles.
And of gods to be forgotten. Why can't some of these people just like talk normally? Why do they gotta speak in riddles?
Despite his odd tongue twisters and riddles, Harrow gave us 3 commandment stones, giving us a full doctrine to use on our cult. So in the end, I'm deeming him as an OG. Now at the boss, we had to fight Balafar. This mini-boss had different attacks than the last, including a fireball attack. Even with different attack patterns, we were relentless like the god we are trying to become, slaying another mini-boss easily.
You look ugly, man. Do I even want you as a follower?
Upon returning to our abode, I found out with each successful dungeon, our faith bar would increase by a little. But was this really enough to keep it from depleting? With Balafar waiting to be molded into a true follower, I did not realize what blessings and curses these animals really are.
I'm sorry, but chat, but this one looks pretty damn ugly. Fugly. I'm fucked up.
I sent Fugly to worship at the shrine and discovered my followers were pooping around the base. The sickness mechanic was now introduced, so cleaning routinely was important to keep these animals from being sick. In the temple, I performed a sermon and leveled up. I selected to get 3 more curses added into our dungeons. Discovering a new crown tab in our temple, I found out this is where I can get access to the doctrines and different types of fleece. These fleece would offer different types of combat perks. So maybe it was time to get dripped out. But it was locked by some sort of item we have yet to see. I unlocked our first ever doctrine, which was a bonfire. This ritual was used to increase our faith bar at the cost of some lumber and skeletal remains. Unfortunately, I was not able to use the ritual now, but soon I would have my cult dancing for their god. But first, I had to take care of their hunger problems. Setting up for the future, I plopped down some farm plots to plant my seeds and water them. Wanting to set up our base a little more properly before going on our next run, I unlocked sleeping bags and laid them down. Now back in Darkwood, I started with a new set of weapons. One of them, a dagger. In many other games, the dagger is my go-to. With quick attacks and nimble movement, you would feel unstoppable. So maybe in this game, it would also stay as my favorite. I was greeted by 2 other gods and Leshy, witnessing for themselves I was crowned, planning to slay him for my own ascendance.
I like the design of this one. This one's just ugly, bruh. Squirrel! I'm sorry! I need meat. Give me your meat. Balls.
On my way to the boss room, I came across Faina, who seemed to be responsible for the skeletons around. Giving him fake reassurance and not a true care, I put him in my evil pocket. Now at the next boss, we had to fight
Barbatos.
Barbatos did take a while to kill due to his attack patterns. Nonetheless, I still easily had it in the bag.
Catch these fucking easy ass daggers. I can't like hover over him because I'm actually taking damage when he's like digging into the ground.
With Barbatos down, I put him in my pocket and returned back home with all the loot. Coming back, Mumu came to me with a request of naming our cult.
Oh shit. I know what to name it. It just popped first thing in my head. Lamb chops. Fire name. First thing that popped in my head.
Welcoming Faina and renaming Barbatos the Thorns, I unlocked the farming bundle to have our cult members do the planting whenever I'm away. If I wanted to be a god, I'd of course want to have my cult handle the mediocre tasks. Going into the temple, I tried declaring a new doctrine, and I was greeted with a selection wheel. From here on, each law I would want to uphold would have to be selected in a category. I went ahead into the afterlife category, gaining the belief in sacrifice trait. All of my cult members from this point on would gain more faith with each sacrifice. But who exactly is going to be sent into the Shadow Realm? After the doctrine, I also got an upgrade for our starting weapons and got the Cult 2 upgrade, giving us more devotion in the long run. I went back into Darkwood to finally get rid of Leshy as our first stepping stone.
Our first fucking boss. Let's do it.
On our way to destroy him, I obtained a skull necklace, which hinted a sad mechanic we would come across.
The skull will grin forevermore. Follower will live in a natural long life. Double what would. Also, they can die naturally. Just from reading that.
I also ended up meeting the Fisherman, opening up another piece of the map where we can fish in the future.
This game is Stardew Valley, but a roguelike. I actually, and this is like weird for me to say, because usually I always like the swords, katanas, or like daggers. I'm actually liking the axe better so far.
Now at Leshy's doorstep, I step forth to show him how much of a single lamb can really be a problem.
More Leshy, I grow tired of you, little lamb. About to fuck you up. Oh, he has his own fucking followers. Wait, that's kind of sick though. Oh my god, you nasty.
Leshy would burrow into the ground, spit his own goo onto my face, throw down spikes, and even try to sit on my face.
Get the hell away from me, you fuck.
However, Leshy wasn't anything. I easily sliced him open and claimed his heart.
Pull up. Fuck. Let's grab it. You see a little lamb's little smile after we just absolutely demolished this fucking nasty worm.
With claiming Leshy's heart, a significant upgrade was awaiting for me at the temple. Coming back with a victory, I showed the heretic's heart to my cult, for which they cheered. So much so, I had to repair their beds and get back into business.
You know, like, why is it my duty to clean your guys' shit for you? What the fuck is this? Some mutated ass poop? Devoted fertilizer. Interesting.
After cleaning up some mythical poop, I unlocked both the stone mine and lumberyard and placed them onto the base. These specific buildings would generate materials needed for other buildings in the future, so I felt it was important to get started on this. Earlier the better. After that, I cooked up some grub for my cult, a task I would need to do every so often. After cooking and feeding the cult, I performed a sermon. A sermon each passing day was a must-do if I wanted to become stronger and maintain faith. In the temple, I selected the crown tab, taking a gander for myself. I discovered with Leshy's heart, I could unlock a special ability and more with each god taken down.
When killed on a crusade, sacrifice a follower to be resurrected. With this one, does it select a follower randomly? Because if so, I kinda don't want to do that.
I went with the Darkness Within ability, giving me a diseased heart, in which if I got hit, all the mobs in the room would also take some damage for it. Definitely more of a crutch ability, but I let my curiosity decide for me.
The goal is to not take a hit at all, but if it happens, it happens.
I decided to go to Pilgrim's Passage where I could talk to the fisherman we met before. The fisherman suggested I should fish on my own, so that's what I did. I casted my rod into the water and reeled in a lobster.
Wait, it's literally fucking Stardew.
The fisherman claimed if I were to capture a certain fish and give it to him, he would grant me some treasure, which piqued my interest. He then gave me a free tarot card and wished me luck. I gave him the lobster I caught, and the treasure he gave me was a talisman piece. Talismans were the items I needed to craft a special fleece back in the temple. But I was still missing 3 pieces left. For now, I left fishing for another time. Back at the gate, one of the 4 chains snaps off, indicating the chains were the remaining gods. But what exactly was behind this massive gate? For now, I went back into Darkwood even after Leshy's death for more resources, and quickly found another personal favorite weapon.
Gauntlets. Oh, this is sick! Yo! Yo, I like this more than the axe!
With the new gauntlets, I made work out of the mobs all the way to the boss room.
Alright, what does my right click do? Okay. Little AoE. What is that? Little boulder? Oh, okay.
Entering the boss room after fighting the slew of enemies, I had to fight Witness Agares.
Oh, what the fuck?
This particular boss only had the body slam attack, making it no problem at all. However, very annoying as it would hide and summon weaker mobs on certain health enemies.
No! No, you fuck! Alright, come back down, bitch. Finally.
Took some time, but I finally took the boss down, claiming his life for myself and all the loot alongside.
We'll go with the lumber. I need more materials.
Coming out of the dungeon, the demon summoned us for a talk and a gift. The demon revealed that is in fact the power of the 4 gods keeping him by me. The demon wanted us to erase the other gods, in turn destroying the remaining chains and freeing him. With that, the one who waits offered us the power to sacrifice a follower. For every single sacrifice, we would become much stronger. Now back with my cult, I indoctrinated the new follower. I didn't quite like his form, so I changed him into a pig and named him Bacon. I unlocked the shelter, giving me slightly more stability and less repairs for the beds. While the shelter was being worked on by my followers, I wanted to stock up on food, so I planted more farm tiles and an extra silo seed in order to avoid any food shortages in the future. In the temple, I performed discernment and got the chance to unlock Bane weapons. Bane weapons were simply weapons coated with poison, offering a chance to do damage over time. After that, I declared a new doctrine in the Sustenance tab, unlocking the fasting ritual. Pretty good timing, as I was slightly worried about my resources drying out too quickly, so I used the ritual right away to stock up. Forcing my followers not to eat for 3 days, I opened the door to Anora and stepped in to start my search for Hecate.
Bane Sword. Oh yeah. Entering the lands of the Bishop Hecate. Those who do not follow the ways of the old faith will be destroyed. Oh, that's an actual enemy. I thought it was a rock.
At this point, I was getting more used to the combat controls, forcing my way through all the enemies until I met up with Haru. Haru dropped some lore for me, recapping some history between the 4 gods and the assumed demon. Recapping all of the 4 gods had lost something. For Leshy, it was his eyes. Hecate, her throat. Palomar, his ears. Shimura, her skull was split. All taken by the one who waits. After my little history lesson, I was greeted by Hecate. Pissed off by the news of Leshy's falling, she had placed a curse on Fugly, making him starve.
Well, I mean, we had the doctrine, so will this actually affect him? Whatever, it's just Fugly.
Not too worried about the curse due to the fasting ritual I performed, I stepped into the boss room finding Gushin. Gushin served no real issue and was swiftly taken care of. The demon then pulled me into his realm to give us an offering chest. With this given chest, we could sell our items in exchange for some extra gold. So I gave it a quick test and sold some chameleons, as I haven't been using that much thus far. It served a good amount of extra gold if the items weren't much use or if there was an extra surplus. After the quick experiment, I went back into the old routine of cleaning the base.
Oh yes, the Master Poop Cleaner 3000.
He's been really bloated today.
With the base cleaned up, I turned my attention back to what really matters. Before going into our next dungeon, I recruited and renamed a new follower.
You shall be named Gushy.
I also gave Fino a feather necklace from Anura, allowing him to move around lamb chops faster. To make sure our food sources doesn't get eaten up, I unlocked the Scarecrow for our little farm.
Oh, Scarecrow. Well, we're gonna need that.
Upon nightfall, I decided to do some fishing so that I can perform an extra sermon in the morning and get more talisman pieces. Ultimately, fishing took way too long and I couldn't get the right fish, so eventually I just gave up. So with that, I came back to our cult to build our faith, but came across one who was questioning it. Mumu had called me a fraud, believing I was spreading nothing but lies. Seeing my faith bar incredibly low, Mumu had become a dissenter. These types of followers who start questioning my leadership would often go around spreading falsehoods, in turn converting more followers into dissenters.
What the fuck, Mumu? You were my first motherfucker to join in my cult. How the fuck am I fake as fuck? You lying sack of shit.
It was frustrating to see Mumu as our first loyal follower to become a dissenter, but with no solution at hand, I decided to put the problem to the side for now. I ended up unlocking the vampiric weapons. Having the opportunity to sustain longer in dungeons was going to be huge. Trying to bring faith up, I performed the dance ritual in attempts to stop Mumu from dissenting. Unfortunately, it was not the solution.
Goddamn, Mumu. See, this is your fault, Mumu. Fuck you still mad for? Hey, if you don't fix your issues tomorrow, I am murking you. I do not give a fuck.
With nothing left to do in Lamb Chops, I planned on going back to Anura, but was distracted off track.
Who are you? You're new. Helob.
Helob was a weird but somehow not scary looking spider that would often eat animals on display, unless I were to buy them for gold and save them from being dinner. More often than not, Helob was a reliable source for extra followers, even at the cost of gold.
This is like a little auction house. I can buy a follower.
$6 on lot 8.
Sold! Okay, well, you have to buy that dude.
It's a no-brainer.
I mean, that guy's huge.
Massive individual.
That's two of me.
Anybody would buy him.
And I'd buy that dude.
Alright, fuck it. Let's buy him. Let's save this fool.
I was glad I did get sucked into Helob's bargain. Murdy actually turned out to be a good member to join the cult with his unique traits.
Murdy sleeps during the day and works at night. Oh, 15% easier to level up. Oh, wait, huge. Murdy seems like a fucking G.
After that little distraction, it was time to go back into Anura. After sweeping some enemies, I found a group of small mushroom people. Sharing they were sent into Anura to find mushrooms by Sozo. Unsuccessful on their own journey, they tried convincing me to find mushrooms for them, which unlocked a new location on the map. After the mushroom people, I met this weird thing.
What the fuck are you?
This big blue owl NPC named Kemak is supposedly a crafter, offering many relics to help my path to ascension. There was a lot this weirdo had to offer.
What is this? Yo, we unlocked hella shit. What the fuck?
All of these things were the relics Kemak had to offer, and this was just off the bat. There was still much more to unlock. These things were very similar to the fervor attacks, running on the blood of our enemies as a battery, each one performing different things. I'll be honest though, some of them were one-time use and I didn't think they were that impactful, so most times I just forgot about them. But the gods didn't forget me.
Oh, these three fucks.
Appearing before me, the remaining of the three in disbelief, the fourth was gone. They tried to force me on my knees, bowing before them, to which I of course refused. After that interaction, I eventually made my way to fight Elagos. This boss was a weird chubby looking bat that would attack with bees and a trail of fire. With our poison axe, Elagos' health bar would deplete pretty fast, making short work.
Get the fuck out of here.
Now back at home, like usual, I planned on recruiting Elagos, but quickly switched plans.
Elagos, unlawful, lose 10 faith. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and just sacrifice this guy. He has all negatives. I'm sorry, Elagos. You're gonna have to go.
Just like that, Elagos was immediately used as a sacrificial pawn. Better luck next time, I guess. After the sacrifice, I unlocked the offering statue and an extra half bar. Remembering the new map location, I decided to go to Spore Grotto and speak with the before-mentioned Sozo. This traveler shares that he needs the mushrooms to keep his group in control, so he requests that I find them. A little side quest to keep in mind. After the very short mini-trip, I soon found out our faith issue had heavier consequences.
Bacon, what the fuck happened to you? Moo? You piece of shit, Moo! Moo just left? Oh, hell no. We're unlocking this fucking prison right now.
Not wanting the situation to get worse, I felt like I needed the prison right there. I did not want to have Bacon to also leave along with Moo Moo, so I built the prison and locked him up. With my faith issue causing more problems slowly, I gave some touches around the base, trying to wait for the next day to pass. The current plan was to depend on the daily sermons, any rituals I can do. Having more followers dissenting and leaving would not be ideal at all. Sadly, with a measly amount of resources to raise the faith, I couldn't do much. It would have to be a slow grind to get a level of comfort, so I went back into Anura for progression. During the dungeon crawl, Hecate appeared before me and made life with my cult even worse.
What the? Are you serious? That's how I get hit? Oh, this little toad motherfucker. Yo, are you serious? This guy is just gonna make my people starve?
Starving Curse was not too much of an issue, but together with Declining Faith, I would need to have something in the works quickly to avoid any more major problems. As for my current problem, I had to deal with our next mini-boss, Zephyr. Fighting this thing gave me some idea of what Hecate's attack pattern could be.
That still hit me? Yo, how is he hitting me from that far? Oh, okay, I rolled onto that one.
Zephyr itself was no problem, but I had to play somewhat safe due to its unexpected range on the hop attacks. With Zephyr defeated, we were 2 more dungeon runs away to face off Hecate herself. For now, it was back to the old lamb chops routine.
What the hell am I gonna name you? He has like the light posts. Electricity. Lamp. Natural skeptic. On recruiting follower, immediately lose 10 faith. What the hell kind of trait is that? This racist ass follower. Oh, you're done. Yes, get out. Alright, we gotta make so much food. Okay. Now we got like the 2-star meals. I wonder how we got them unlocked though, is the thing. I know y'all hungry. Chill out. But I mean, what the hell? Where y'all at? Why y'all fighting? Fucking Tails is laughing about it. Saying Final's bitch made.
While I was picking up some plants, Murdy came to me for a quest. He had asked if I was willing to accept a lost animal as a follower. The problem was that the animal would already be old. Old followers would simply move around the base and not do anything. Not the most useful tools to use. Still, I accepted the quest as it was free and easy XP for Murdy. Another old follower I would have was Bread. Turning old naturally, his lifespan was coming to an end. I also unlocked the refinery, the key building for our future.
Oh my god, wait, this tree is huge. What the hell? Oh my god, how long is this game? I thought this game was like a short game, not even like, in terms of gameplay, like not even like 12 hours worth.
The skill tree was huge, and each building further down the tree would need even more resources, and that's where the refinery comes into play. This specific building allowed the conversion of our basic materials into advanced materials. Some buildings simply can't be built without the advanced materials on hand, so definitely a must-have building for our cult. I would need to put in materials to start up a stock. Unfortunately for me, I found out that the lumberyard and mining cave in our base actually didn't last forever. These 2 buildings supplying our materials would need to be rebuilt every now and then. But at the moment, I did not have the required materials to build a new lumberyard. Among other problems, I was now faced with a wood shortage. The only real solution was to do some dungeon runs, so back into Anura I went. I was immediately greeted by Hecate, basically saying she was ready to face us off. With our second boss fight coming up, I'd want to go through the dungeon without taking damage as much as possible. The more HP I had, the more mistakes I can make throughout the boss fight. However, this dungeon showed it was going to be an uphill battle. During this dungeon, I had to fight a mini-boss. The mini-boss was actually the same old Zephyr, using the same exact attacks, so this fight was a wash.
Easy!
I ended up coming across an animal tied to a tree, another opportunity to gain a new follower. It was here I ended up taking more damage than I would have liked.
What the? You're serious? Oh! These flying bat ones are more annoying. Oh, what hit me? Oh, okay. Damn, I took all that damage just for this little follower. You should be blessing me. Oh.
With such little health, I would need to play out the rest of the dungeon super carefully. It was time to show off my dodging skills and hope I can get hearts back before fighting Hecate.
Okay, let's hope they give me a heart somewhere. It's starting to get harder. I'm the fucking dodge god!
I was able to get some hearts back and felt more confident until Hackett showed up and summoned 2 really beefy toads and took that feeling away. These 2 big toads were surprisingly tanky, becoming a slight problem for me.
I do like no damage. Oh my god, these are like mini bosses in their own. Oh, I took a hit? Are you serious?
Took a while and some hearts, but I got it done. The question was whether I can handle Hackett with just 2 hearts left over. Fighting off a boss with just 2 hearts was going to be a challenge, not impossible. It was now time to slay another bishop.
Oh my god, he's fat as fuck. Oh shit.
Similar to Zephyr, Hackett would hop around, spit out bombs, summon a swarm of bees, and stick her tongue at us like an annoying fly.
Okay, the problem is all the other extra enemies. My god. There's so much shit on my screen. Oh, please. No. No! I couldn't see him.
I had died for the first time. With too many mobs cluttering up the room, I found the fight much more difficult than with Leshy. Spawning back into the base, I learned each time if I were to die in a dungeon, my cult would lose faith. Enough faith was lost here to have Bacon dissenting again, so back into the prison he went. Moving forward, I recruited a new follower, changing his color to purple.
Ah, you died. You suck. Cult leader more like cult loser.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Oh, you're next. Hey, I was gonna have that racist animal come, but you're next.
I unlocked Weapon Mastery, now enabling a unique heavy attack for each weapon. I declared a doctrine giving my cult the Faithful trait, basically giving me more XP and level ups. I decided to do a bonfire ritual. With my death and losing faith, I did not want to have more problems. I also unlocked the outhouses. It was mad annoying to do the cleaning myself, so this building would save a lot of time. With all of the upgrades taken and the daily task for the base done, it was time for me to go back into Amira and take my revenge. Moving my way towards her, I just needed to take less damage. Starting off with a nice HP bar off the bat would be nice. My plan for the actual boss fight was simple. With all of the extra smaller toads around, I would need to play more passively and roll around profusely if needed. With all of that said, it was time to run it back with Hackett.
No fucking way. What the fuck? No. No! What the fuck?
Already, I was doing much better than my first attempt. Hackett's HP was down to half, and I had more hearts than before.
Oh, I don't have any more special attacks. We can go as slow as you can, chat. Oh!
Down to a full heart, I would only be able to take 2 hits for the rest of the fight. I had to lock in to be a god.
Oh my god! Oh! 2 hearts in a dream! No! Oh!
I was now down to a single hit. I had to either play incredibly passive, rolling around and waiting for opportunities, or simply be more aggressive, kill Hackett before she can kill me.
I'm taking my time. Oh! I'm the fucking best! Jesus! Give me that shit, boy!
It was done. Hackett was now down for the count. Playing more aggressive rather than more passive towards the end definitely paid off. Bringing her heart to the cult as a trophy, everyone cheered for my revenge. Only 2 more bishops to deal with. Unfortunately, those who had cheered did not include the dead. Right after my revenge, I found 2 of my followers had passed away due to their old age. Corpses out and about in the base would slowly generate sickness unless dealt with. I ended up making a mistake and butchered bread, causing every member to see and lose a bit of faith. I unlocked the body pit and buried the other corpse, trying to do it properly, only to make another mistake on accident.
Exhume body. Oh. No, I don't want to do that. You dug up a body. I was testing it. I was testing it.
After an honest mistake, I went back to Sozo with the mushrooms he needed, and in return, he gave me a talisman piece, finally getting a hole. I gave him even more mushrooms, showing me a very interesting ritual.
Yo, what the fuck? I'm doing acid as a lamb.
He ended up giving me this ritual as a way of controlling the faith. The downsides to it were much harsher for the reward though, so I never gave my people any drugs. In the church, I used Hackett's Heart to unlock the Omnipresence ability. This ability was going to be helpful in cases I ever wanted to make an emergency exit. It seemed a much better option than just dying in a dungeon. Using the talisman, I unlocked some drip and went with the White Fleece of Fates. My reasoning was straightforward. The idea was to get 4 tarot cards right when I entered the dungeons, instead of maybe finding none inside. With the new white robe equipped, I opened the gate to Anchor Deep, where Calamar lies. Where a new area opens up, new enemies were in front. Seemingly less difficult, and with me getting more used to the combat, I took on this first part of Anchor Deep with ease. Before I could take on the mini-boss, Calamar came to be an annoying squid and tried to spread a plague, making my people sick. After that affair, Celeos appeared as my next mini-boss. This green, spiky squid thing had very basic attacks, therefore an easy fight.
Oh, okay. I mean, this one's not too bad. I say that, but then I get hit like twice.
From here, the game actually became much smoother for me, quickly going through the days and progressing forward as the next bosses weren't much to brag about either. With the last dungeon, I even got enough wood to rebuild the lumberyard, now done with the shortage. The shortage of difficult problems was what I really wanted. In the church, I had a choice between doctrines that would either resurrect a follower or hold a funeral for one. I ended up going with the funeral doctrine. I figured an option with more faith gain was better, especially looking back on my history. Looking towards the future, it was time for the next dungeon.
Okay, wow. Even more plague.
For some reason, Anchor Deep as an area this far did not seem like an issue. The mobs around were still problematic, but didn't seem as difficult to me as the ones in Inura. Maybe this was a sign the rest of my journey would be a breeze. In this particular dungeon, our mini-boss was named Habarim. This boss was slightly stronger than the last, spawning more enemies that would explode. Still not an issue for me.
There we go.
With an easy run, I finally unlocked the janitor station and butchered Fugly. I could have given him a proper burial, but I didn't care.
We took one of your kidneys. That's okay, you only need one.
You butchered the meat of a follower. Hey, I'm sorry, but it had to be done.
I unlocked an upgrade to gain an additional cast for the special curses, ended up sacrificing Dreamer, switched Habarim's name to Harbor and recruited him, before declaring a new doctrine. The doctrine I declared allowed murder by yours truly. If there were ever any followers that I thought were useless, this would come in handy.
They're like all happy about it.
With murder on my mind, I went back into Anchor Deep. Inside the dungeon, after clearing a couple of rooms, Calamar showed up, begging to be spared and even trying to throw Shamura under the bus. After some time clearing, I made it to the mini-boss room. This boss in particular might as well have been considered a normal mob, since it was way too easy.
This one seems a little easier. That was so easy. What the fuck?
That free win gave me enough XP to unlock the crypt. The crypt wasn't useful production, but with my followers getting old, I'd have to make space sooner or later to avoid corpse sickness. Performing a sermon, I unlocked the Zealous weapons. These weapons would often refill my curse bar rather quickly. It was now time to hit up Anchor Deep and try to slay Calamar. With the past 3 mini-bosses being rather easy, I was pretty confident. Even more so with Shamura popping up to call their own sibling a coward.
Oh god. Please! I fucking hate spiders!
The core plan heading into the boss was pretty much the same as Hecate. Clear all the runes without taking too many hits. Simple and effective.
Oh!
Selecting nodes to path with no combat definitely helped with that plan. Plus, more resources back at home. This is where I made a slight mistake. Due to my impatience and non-existing reading comprehension, I swapped my dagger for gauntlets, unknowing the same gauntlets had to pull a full combo to be considered impactful. Definitely should have stuck with the dagger. Having to roll around between attacks and being forced to complete a full combo was not a good synergy at all. With how easy the last 3 mini-bosses were, I didn't think this would matter too much. This squid immediately proved me wrong.
Oh god. summon. I'm getting mad tired of... What the...
Kalamar already being a challenge. This squid shot fire, swung his sword and his dagger, among other things, summoned red crabs hopping around, and mobs darting at us. This was another fight where I'd have to keep my eyes open on every moving thing.
Oh my god.
With the amount of fire being shot out, Kalamar was definitely testing my patience. I'd have to time my attacks with short windows.
There's so much fucking fire! Oh my god. Oh, Roland! Okay. Oh! No!
It was another loss for me. The amount of fireballs on the screen were just too overwhelming. There was definitely a chance. With the gauntlets I had and Kalamar's health being a quarter's way, it was just a matter of time for another bishop to fall. For now, it was time to focus up on the base. I finally built the outhouse and started to work my way on getting the janitor station. I wanted all of my followers to do everything for me if possible. Automation set up on the base would help save time on tasks and not have me running around cleaning their own poop for them. I did feel obligated to perform a bonfire ritual. With my death from Kalamar, I did not want to face another faith issue. A slight mistake on my part, I unlocked cheaper rituals, but only after the bonfire ritual. Could have saved some resources, but oh well. After I took care of the routine in the base, I jumped back into the dungeon.
Oh fuck. Gonna poop in front of me?
I wasn't too worried for this run. All I had to do was again, take as little damage as I could, and not swap for a lesser weapon.
What the fuck? It still hit me? Oh, that's some bullshit. We don't need that follower, so... Oh, 54% off! Gornajol. Gimme. As I said, we don't need more followers. Alright, time to run this fucking squid's pockets one more time. We just gotta be more patient, chat. That's it.
Now in my second attempt with more health, I came into the fight saying I'd be more patient. The moment Kalamar started throwing fire, I started to rush everything again.
What the? No fucking way. It's not looking good, chat. It's not looking good. When they said this shit was a little challenging, I didn't believe them. No! What? I ran into it. No!
My status now desecrated with 2 losses in a row. Faith was ramping up to be a problem again. I was forced to place Murdy in prison to contain the situation. Lawrence had also died. Wanting to keep the necklace for another follower, I tried grabbing it off of his body. Inattentive, this decision would make the underlying issue worse.
You looted a corpse? It was my item to begin with. Oh, fuck.
Good news was, the janitor station was now in use. I no longer had to move around cleaning up scat. In the church, I unlocked the Inspire command. This command would be very helpful in leveling up my followers each day. With not much else to do, I had to go back into Anchor Deep once more, hopefully for the last time.
Fuck. I hate the hammer.
Sadly, I had to start the run with the hammer. By all means, the hammer wasn't a bad weapon, but it was definitely not for me. The hammer as a weapon did massive damage, but would swing way too slow for my liking.
What the fuck is hitting me?
Luckily, I regained the hearts I lost and ran into Kudai, swapping the hammer for an axe.
Oh god damn it. Whoa! What the fuck was that?
My clearing was a little messy this run, but I was still able to make it to Kalimar. For the sake of my title and cult, I had to win.
This is the one. Trust chat. Hey, I'm about to fuck you up this time.
In addition to my plan was made clear, during Kalimar's fire attacks, I could have a small window to take care of the lesser mobs.
Oh, I walked into it again. Take care of you while I can. Take our sweet ass time. Woo! Get the fuck off me! Alright, it's a little slower, but we got this, we got this. Oh, I fucking rolled into it again. Count your fucking days! Oh, I'm fucking rolling into it!
With Kalimar being a couple hits away from death, I just had to wait for a chance. But my greed got the best of me.
Count your fucking days, bitch! This is embarrassing. This is fucking embarrassing. Chat, if this boss is giving me trouble, holy fuck.
With another loss, I ran through the upgrades at base quickly, wanting to rush back into the dungeon.
Please, not the fucking another hammer. I'm fucking tired of these fucking hammers.
Slowly losing my sanity, I tried to clear as quick as I could. I ended up selecting routes to free resource nodes. I was simply tired of losing to some squid. I tried rushing and skipping combat whenever I could. After these last bits of clearing, it was transparent if I were to lose to Kalimar again, I would lose my mind. For my own sake, this was the battle for Ascension.
Whoa, that hit me? Like you're fucking joking, right? Alright, pay attention to fire. He's gonna do another one? Okay.
With Kalimar at a little over a quarter's health, I could not afford any fatal mistakes. This had to be the final round.
There's too many fucking mobs! I gotta take care of some of these mobs. I gotta pay attention to the fire though. Oh my god! What are those? Please fuck off me. Oh, okay, I'm safe here. Oh, that still hit me? No. Oh. I'm running these pockets, bitch. What's good? What's fucking good? Fucking finally. Holy fuck. That thing was so much harder. Yo, fuck these mobs. The only reason why I'm losing this much is literally because of the fucking mobs. If it was just me and him, I would be fucking this fool up. Give me your fucking heart, bitch.
I finally won. Kalimar turned into Kalimari. It was a long battle, but I came out on top.
Oh, you know we putting this trophy in. Oliver was always a coward. Hey, yeah, fuck that fool. Definitely a coward if he has to summon that many fucking mobs.
This victory was definitely most needed. If I had lost, I would have lost my mental and probably strayed away from my cult. Luckily for everyone, there was only one left. quite possibly the worst one. With my win and a ton of XP that came along, I unlocked the Cult 3 upgrade, unlocking a slew of even more upgrades in the tree.
Oh my god, this skill tree is so fucking large. Pause.
I also got an upgrade that bumped the strength of starting weapons whenever dungeon diving, and declared a doctrine that would instantly complete any buildings under construction. After that, using Kalamar's Heart, I finally unlocked the Resurrection Crown ability. If I knew how hard Kalamar was going to be, I would have taken this much sooner. Better late than never. Maybe I would need it for Shimura. Immediately after unlocking the crown ability, something weird had happened. The crown I had on my head turned into a snake. Finally being able to speak, the snake said that my followers' loyalty and devotion was not enough. I should also harvest their sin.
Oh my god. There's even fucking more.
A new mechanic known as Sin was now introduced. If a follower had enough Sin, I could harvest it to use for my temple.
Holy shit. Okay, there's a lot to this game. More than I thought. Oh Jesus, it added a new fucking tree.
As part of the tutorial bit, I had to select between two rituals that would grant me Sin. One would have my followers dance nude, and the other throw hands at each other. With a new mechanic being introduced relatively late into my journey, it only hurt my brain. I was really confused on what exactly Sin was, and I didn't want to risk my followers getting hurt, so I went with a new party.
Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass, the sun is still out.
Let's just do this, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't know how important this new system is. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Hey Sparkles, you can go.
Seemingly enough, this mechanic mainly helped with aesthetics, so it wasn't quite essential to actually progress through the game.
What in the fuck did I just watch? Oh, this game's freaky. They're gonna be naked for the next few days.
I turned my head away from all of the confusion and unlocked the Farming Station 2 upgrade. This upgrade was super useful. Having my followers pick the growing crops instead of me, automation felt good. I also got the Shared Shelter upgrade, saving some space and to take in even more lost animals. With all of these upgrades, things were looking really good for the cult. It was now time to face my biggest nightmare and go into the spider's den called Silk Cradle. Immediately, I already knew these dungeons in particular were going to be a problem. Not because I expected them to be difficult, but my arachnophobia meter would be popping off.
I'm getting goosebumps by playing this fucking area. Why couldn't they just do the spider the first chance? If I were to 100% this game, I'm definitely not doing this fucking area. Oh, hell no. Like, look at that.
After squashing some bugs, Shimura appeared to drop some lore.
He was the fifth bishop of the Old Faith, our brother, the one who waits. Oh, so they're fucking related. Back then he was known by the name Narinder.
After dropping that piece of lore, this spider would force me to do something truly cruel as a leader.
What the fuck's happening? Oh! We have to fight our own people? No!
Just for the first dungeon, and not even at the boss, I was already hating this area. With all of the bugs skittering, and Shimura forcing me to kill my own followers, this was not it for me. One good thing coming out of this dungeon, I ended up finding a blunderbuss. Yes, this weapon was a gun. I personally had mixed feelings of it. Blunderbuss did allow me to play at range, but I would have to be much closer if I wanted the full damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I rushed my way to the mini-boss room with a new weapon and had to fight a lesser, but still big spider. After bringing it down, I got my rewards and came back to the base to welcome the new follower.
Wiggs. That is your name. Hot-tempered. So, dude, what is up with these people? I'm getting like all negatives.
With a youngster now part of our cult, I unlocked the Respect Your Elders trait for all of the Unks. I also sacrificed one of my followers, trying to unlock more combat-related skills. Thanks to the amount of automation, the time I would have to spend on the base would be much shorter than before. Back in Silk Cradle for progression, the map would show me why I felt like I had to rush through this part of the game.
What the fuck is that? Oh, I fucking hate this level. I fucking hate this map because all the bugs and the fucking spiders. Oh, hell no. Oh, like, just even looking at the sky gives me goosebumps.
Having to constantly fight through a bunch of bugs, my skin felt like it was crawling. Despite that, I'd have to fight these terrifying things to be a god.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? My skin can only handle so much, chat. Jesus! It actually wasn't that bad. It's just like a lot of dodging.
With the centipede down, I quickly went back home to unlock 3 new curses and went right back in for another run. Comparatively, even though this dungeon was much more creepy, the mobs felt much easier to deal with compared to Anura and Inkerdeep. What made these dungeons rough was the fact Shimura would force me to greet my followers with senseless violence.
No! He fucking sent out Tails! God damn it!
Sending Tails out to be slaughtered may have been the biggest mistake. With something as simple as that, I wasn't scared of Shimura. I simply wanted to see the spider dead. With this energy I had, I completed one of the quickest and smoothest mini-boss runs I've ever had.
Oh my god! Wait, that felt so smooth though, that fucking fight. I finished that quick.
Finishing off smooth, I got a ton of XP from the run. Enough XP was earned to unlock 4 whole upgrades for the base. Nothing else noteworthy was done in the base, so it was time to fight the last bishop. Right off the bat, I found a new curse. Reading the text, it seemed insane to me. This curse was most likely one of the best, and it helped me immensely to finish off my journey. Making my way to Shimura's boss room, I didn't take all that much damage. I was able to cut through with almost a full bar of health, which is much better than it was fighting my way to Kalimar.
Alright. The sub-bosses for this area before Shimura really felt much easier and smoother. We have our axe, we have invincibility, we're really healthy, we still got our curse. Hey, let's try to get this guy one time.
And here I was, to fight off the last bishop and beat the game. Winning this fight, I was going to finally become a god.
Oh, Jesus, he's so fucking big for a spider. Ah! What the fuck? Bombs? Oh, fuck. Came out of nowhere.
Shimura was definitely tricky. This bishop had a lot of different attack patterns, so caution and anticipation was key.
Oh my god, that attack is gonna be the end of me real quick. Alright, I gotta get some of these other mobs real quick. I got the smoothing now, chat! Bitch! I got your number now. Oh. Maybe I don't have your number. No. What? Bitch! Oh! First fucking try! You ain't shit. You's just a little spider. Give me your heart, boy.
With Shimura down, I have done it. Beating the last bishop, I expected the one who waits to congratulate me. That was not the case. Instead, I was asked to give both my crown and my life.
You shall lay down your life. Hell no. The fuck? I worked hard for this motherfucking cult.
After everything I went through, was this really going to be the end for me? For now, I was given some time, stating he was behind the massive gate held in chains. It was safe to assume at this point, Narinder was the true final boss of the game. Amidst my upcoming death, I noticed an animal giving me strange looks.
Hello? Like, what is up with you? Work and devotion has not been doctrine. We'll try to take what they can. Wait, hold the fuck up. Who the fuck are you? I was about to say. I was like, this fool looks like Trunks. Whole different ass person. Wait. Actually, we'll just kill you. We'll just kill you later. What am I doing? You a prisoner who's not dissenting. I don't give a fuck. That fool's not even part of us. What the fuck? I was literally like, who the fuck is that? That fool looks like Trunks. But I don't even remember. I don't even know if we still have Trunks here. Do we? We still have Trunks. There's Trunks right here. I was like, who the fuck is this?
While I waited for nightfall to hit to get rid of some random animal, I unlocked the final crown ability, which seemed pretty mediocre to me.
Alright, You're cooked. I'm killing you. Yes. Oh, there are a few witnesses. Whatever. I do not care.
After dealing with the spy, I continued doing things around the base to wait for the next day. That way, I could perform another sermon and unlock some new curse abilities. I also performed some rituals that would have my followers fast and work continuously without rest. With that, I opened up the final gate and stepped in to face Narinder, only to discover I needed a total of 20 followers to proceed. So the rest of my days until then were simply finding lost animals. I decided to go to Anura to try and take it easy. Unknown to my knowledge, I came across someone for a reunion.
I have you now. You are nothing but a leader of lies spinning to see. I will show you. Is this fucking Moo? It's Moo, the motherfucker who left us! You fuck! Shut your bitch ass up.
With Mumu finally gone, tales of me being a terrible leader were no more. Mumu had finally left us for good, and it was now time to introduce new animals into the cult. There was quite a number needed to enter through the gateway, and the fastest way to get that amount was to go through recruitment nodes and take on mini bosses to convert. In my stay for Anura, I was able to recruit a falcon and a rhino, converting a mini boss for a third follower. I stayed in the dungeons until there were no more rooms to clear. By the end of it all, I had a whopping amount of loot. But to even house the amount of animals needed, I would need to make use of the shared shelter I unlocked before. In case I needed another source of followers, I could always go to Hellob for more. For the second dungeon I went into for a recruitment spree, I decided to go back into Silk Cradle. I really didn't want to give this place another visit, but for recruiting purposes, beating mini bosses here to convert would ramp up that process. By the end of the leftover dungeons, I got another 3 animals to join my cause for godship. At this point, I only needed 3 more to join in, and Trunks offered some help. Trunks mentioned there were 2 starving animals that I can feed and recruit. With his help, I only need 1 more follower to be able to go into the gateway. Knowing that, I went into Darkwood for easy, quick clears and made my way to find a bunny. Now totaling at the required 20 followers, it was time to face Narinder, but not without some prep work. Hovering over the sacrifice ritual, I had a sudden, genius idea.
Hold up. Actually, that's really smart of me. What I could do is just buy the one that Hellob's doing, because we only need 20. We can get this fucking frog. I'm so fucking smart.
The play was to buy the random animal from Hellob and use a higher level follower to sacrifice. With the sacrifice, the hope was to get enough XP for another combat upgrade. Thankfully, it was enough. I unlocked the Gauntlet's Mastery from an upgrade, making my favorite weapon a bit more stronger. Equipping my favorite weapon and the Invincibility Curse, I set up as much as I could for success. All I had to do now was to defeat 1 more.
Oh, I'm about to fuck you up. You think you can take this crown? Hey, you gave me this crown. You fucked up. Fucking, like, you demonic cat.
Standing in front of Narinder, he held my followers hostage, waiting for me to bring myself on my knees to be sacrificed.
Kneel to be sacrificed? Refuse.
Enraged with my refusal, it was time to fight not only Narinder, but also his servants.
And you ain't shit. Ooh. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, like I said, bro, you ain't shit. Bitch. Woo! Oh! Ah! Oh my god! My frames dropped for a bit. Bitch!
With his servants down, the final showdown was here.
Oh my god! What you got? What you got? Oh, fuck. Oh! Shit, but I gotta take care of this real quick. Oh! Oh, catch the fucking heavy attack! You think I was... Oh, phase 2? Oh. Oh! Oh, shit! God. Holy fuck! Oh my god, his eyes! What is it? What y'all doing? One eye. Got me. Oh fuck. Woo! Woo! Ah! Fuck, come out! Can I fucking hit you? No, I can't. Fucking walk back into it. Oh my god, I'm fucking up. Bitch! Hey, catch this heavy attack.
Striking with a heavy attack, Narinder was finally taken down and I could claim the crown for myself. Now converting into a small animal and still mad about his defeat, I was given a choice to either spare him or kill him off for good. I went with the former option, and to my surprise, Narinder would be a recruitable animal to join Lamb Chops.
Oh, do we get to recruit him? Oh, we get to recruit the one who waits!
With all of the 4 bishops and Narinder out of the picture, there can only be one who can claim themselves as a god. And even with all of the deaths on the way, it was me, the leader of Lamb Chops. Now finally ascending to be a god, that ends my experience playing Call of the Lamb for the first time. This game was pretty unique in the way it plays as not only a roguelite, but also a colony sim. And to get the final boss as part of your party is a cherry on top. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, consider dropping a like. I hope you have a good day or night. Bye bye!